Now, talks interlocutor and the Government of India representative AK Mishra will be holding the second round of talks with a 35-member NSCN-IM delegation led by General Secretary T.H. Muivah. Now, the second round of talks will be held today after the first was held at the Chumukidema police complex with a 12-member delegation. Now, the NSCN-IM president and vice president were not a part of the delegation that met Mishra yesterday. While there is not much input on the details of the meeting, informed sources revealed that yesterday's talks remained inconclusive, which is why the second round of talks is being held today. Well, AK Mishra's meeting with the NSCN-IM top brass assumes big significance as it comes after the meeting with the working committee of the Naga National Political Groups, or the NNPGs, on Thursday. Well, it may be mentioned here that earlier in the week, AK Mishra became the first Government of India representative to visit the NSCN-IM headquarters at Camp Hebron. Now, Mishra then held a key meet with the working committee of the NNPGs, which reiterated its stand that talks officially concluded in October 2019. Now, the entire focus is once again on the second round of meet with the NSCN-IM today. All right, joining me over the phone is my colleague Joydeep Hazarika. So, Joydeep, the second round of meeting is slated to happen today. Yesterday, we have a 12-member delegation, and today that's increased to 35. What inputs do you have at this point in time?
Yes, Aaron, the thing is that today is the second round of talks between talks interlocutor AK Mishra and the NSCN-IM delegation is set to take place today. Now, yesterday, the first round of talks took place. Initially, it was thought that if things work out, that there would be no second round of talks. But as we have seen from reliable sources, Northeast Live has learned that things remained inconclusive in yesterday's talks. So hence, the talks will continue today in the second round. Now, these talks are quite significant. AK Mishra has gone the extra mile to bring the NSCN-IM and all the stakeholders on board to resolve the Naga Peace issue. As you have already mentioned, AK Mishra was the first Government of India representative to visit Camp Hebron. Prior to this, he met the NNPGs, and that meeting was significant because the NNPGs had made a very important statement that all talks related to the peace matter of the Naga political issue has already concluded in 2019. So now the ball is entirely in the arena of convincing NSCN-IM to come on board for one last peace agreement. Yesterday, there was this delegation which was led by NSCN-IM General Secretary Thuingaleng Muivah. Today, the number has increased to 35. Obviously, it is going to be led by Thuingaleng Muivah again. But the fact that today more NSCN-IM members will be participating in the meeting signifies that today's meeting is far more important, because today a lot of important issues will be tackled. Yes. More people have got involved, which means that maybe something might be achieved. Whether it will be a breakthrough or if things remain inconclusive, that we'll have to wait and watch. If we look at the past few talks, whatever happened between the Government of India and the NSCN-IM, there have been two major points that have acted as stumbling blocks throughout the talks, and these are the issue of a separate flag and a separate constitution. We do not have the confirmation, but from whatever we know, yesterday again these 2 points have acted as spoilsport: the issues of separate flag and the issues of separate constitution. Now again, AK Mishra will try to work out something with the NSCN-IM delegation today, so that these two issues can also be resolved regarding the issue of separate flag and separate constitution. Now, obviously, this is a very, very critical issue, because it is highly unlikely that the Government of India would agree for a separate flag and a separate constitution. Otherwise, most of the deal is almost finalized, because the NNPGs and other groups are also pretty much on board. But something needs to be worked out with regards to the NSCN-IM. So yes, today's meeting is quite important. It is going to be held at the Chumukidema police complex. And as far as we know, it is slated to begin somewhere around 11 and 12, as it did yesterday. So yes, quite an important meeting. It is at a very crucial stage, the Naga Peace Talks. It is also expected that once AK Mishra's meeting with the NSCN-IM concludes, he will also be meeting the core committee. So we see that it is quite a strong push by the government of India in a bid to take all the stakeholders regarding the Naga political issue on board, so that a proper resolution can be achieved this time, and the status is not the status of the entire peace process is not dragged to an endless limit. So yes, Aaron, we'll have to wait and watch how today's meet between AK Mishra and the NSCN-IM delegation works out.